Yeah, I suppose the show's all right. Mac seems to think so anyway. You know how these agents are. They run you practically. He may be right, a season in the legitimate before I go back to pictures. Let them see me. They like that sort of thing.
It's such a romantic part. I think you'll be more...
Sure, the only thing I've read that I thought was worth doing. The play's not much, but the part is very interesting. It's practically the only male part in the play.
So there's that beach
It doesn't amount to anything. He has one little scene, and I dominate that.
Oh, Larry. You know, it's so funny. Less than a month ago, I thought I was in love with Edna. And you were just one of those $1 million movie stars. Only a month ago. But that was another person. A very young person.
Hey, Paula. Listen to me. I want to tell you something.
I know. Ernest is just the sort of young man I ought to marry.
That's right.
You're the sort of girls are always warned against. Well, I don't care a hoot what people say. I know your life is different from mine. I know all the things you've been. I know all the times you've been married.
And I'm still married.
You think I could still love Ernest after all this? After all we've been to each other?
Paula.
Oh, Larry.
You don't know anything about me.
All right. Tell me you murdered a man in Alaska.
That's what I mean. You're not even grown up. You're a kid of 19. You're 19 and I'm 40. Almost 40.
Darling, I hate college boys.
Oh, darling, it isn't your age. It's everything. You never know anything but Park Avenue and Butlers and Pierre's.
That's not true. I've got a job. I go to work every day.
It's the fashion to have a job in your crowd. You don't know what it means to be up against it, to be fighting them every second, to pull yourself up hand over hand and have them waiting up there with a knife to cut the rope. Well, I'm not through yet. I'll show them if they think I've finished.
But, Larry, what's that got to do with it? What's that got to do with our love?
Love. You want to know the truth? I love you. Yeah, as much as I can love any woman. But at my age, it isn't real love anymore. There's been too many. I've been in love 100 times. I've had 3 wives. Would you like to know about my 3 wives? No. Well, there was Violet. She was a vaudeville hooker and still is. I bet she hasn't changed her act in 20 years. Rooming houses and dirty kimonos and fried egg sandwiches. It was that kind of a marriage. We used to fight like wildcats. And I broke into pictures and I left her. Then there was Edith. She was crazy about my profile, always talking about it. She was society. Goody like you, Paula. It's funny, I never thought of that before. Anyhow, we were happy for about 6 months. And Hollywood got her. Parties, drinks. Pretty rough in those days. And one night, you know the rest of it. On a car loan. Drunk. Over the cliff.
You were really in love with her, weren't you, Larry?
As for Diana, well, you know Diana. She's at the top of the heap now. She's the biggest draw of any woman in pictures. Ambitious. I never saw a woman like her. Anything to get on and knife me to get there. Always saying someday she'd be bigger than I was, and now... Well, there they are, the 3 of them. Pretty picture, isn't it? I won't tell you about the others. They swarmed on me, every kind, age, and description. Paula, listen to me.
Larry, I love you. Don't you see that nothing else matters in the whole
Paula,
world?
don't say that.
Larry, it's no use. Nothing you can say will make any difference.
Paula.
I'm going to tell them now, tonight.
Paula, you mustn't.
I'm going to tell everybody.
You can't do a thing like that. I won't let you understand. I won't let you smash up your
I'll
life.
smash it up if I want
What it
to.
amounts
I'm going
to.
straight home and tell Mother and Dad. And tonight I'm going to tell Ernest.
That's my agent, that Mac. Paula, I want you to promise
No.
me. Paula, you've got to promise
My
me.
mind is made up, Larry. It's no use.
All right.
Hey, don't you ever get up? Ooh.
You, know Mr. Kane, Miss Jordan?
Oh, sure. How's the little lady?
I'm splendid. And you?
Top of the bubble.
I'll telephone you, Larry, later.
Please think of what I said.
Am I buttoning?
No, I was just saying goodbye.
Pearls in your oysters.
Goodbye, Larry.
Goodbye.
Well, how's the great profile? Been out today or just sticking around here?
No, I wasn't feeling well. I slept kind of late on the way out to dinner.
What's that straight whiskey you're drinking? A cocktail?
If you want to call it that.
All right, no offense. It's none of my business. Only why didn't you go up to McDermott's and get a workout every day?
I'm all right.
Take some of that blubber off
Once
you.
I get into rehearsal, I'll get in shape.
Yeah, just keep on with the drinks that size. That'll fix you.
What's up? You see Bauman? I thought maybe he might come up with you.
Bauman? No, he didn't come up. Look, Larry, I got a little disappointing news for you, kind of.
What's the matter?
Well, I go in there this afternoon, he's sitting there. A face like a gargoyle. I start talking to him about the play, and what does he do? He says he's got to go south next month. He's sick. He can't do the play.
Well, he's got to do it. Everything's settled.
Well, it was talked over, but it wasn't really. You see, Larry, unless you got it down in black and
What
white...
are you talking about?
Well, and then sometimes that's...
Well, take it away from me. He's not the only producer, the cheap crook.
Oh, sure. Bauman's no good.
That's right.
That's how we got where he is. But look, that ain't the point. What does he do? He goes and turns the play over to Joe Stengel.
Joe Stengel.
Yes.
Stengel, I think. rather like the idea of going with Stengel, you know, Max. They tell me he's quite a character.
Yeah.
He understands I'm to be starred, of course, and then
Well,
there'll be
that's just it.
What?
Look, Larry, I don't want you to blame me for this. I've been plugging for you for months.
What are you trying to tell me?
Now, don't go up in the air about it, because there's sure to be something
You
else.
mean I'm out, you double... You mean I'm out?
Larry, could I help it?
Help it, why, you dirty little
Oh, now, wait a
swine.
minute. Hold on. All right, I'm a this, I'm a that. But there wasn't anything I could do to stop it. It was all done before I knew anything about
It's
it.
your business to know. That's what you're hired for. Who's going to play the part?
Cecil Bellamy.
Cecil Bellamy. Ah, that piffle English. Why, he's English in the first place.
Well, the part says English Explorer.
All right, I can be English. I can be as English as anybody. I've waited for this play for 6 weeks. I've had a million things I've turned
sure,
down. You know that.
Sure you could. And you can get him yet, Larry. Only
Only what?
Well, you've been away a long time, see? And you know the public. Besides, there's a bunch of them want to work on the stage again. Them picture names.
You're not going to compare me with a...
No, not with them. Look, but you see, you're not a talking name.
I was in talkies. I made some of the first talking pictures that were made.
Yeah, I remember, but the trouble is they forget. See, they forget overnight. You gotta get to work again. Go out there and act. Let them see you.
That's the way they want it. That's the vehicle.
Well, now don't jump down my throat again. But I got an idea.
What kind of an idea?
Well, I was thinking about this play again. You know, Larry, I never said anything, but I never did think that was such a hard part for you. Do you know the part that I would be crazy to play if I was an actor?
What?
The beachcomber.
Oh, beachcomber.
Yeah.
You're asking me to go on and play a part that is... Get out of here. Go on, get out. Get out,
Larry.
you miserable... Get out!
Larry,
Get out before
please.
I kick
I
you
know,
out!
but don't make a mistake.
Wait a minute.
All right.
What makes you think the other part isn't right for me?
Well, it's no good. They'll get tired of him. But the other fella comes on once. But a once that's a once. He goes off. They keep waiting for him to come back, and he never does. Oh, Larry, what a part.
Of course, his one scene is very gratifying.
It's the high spot of the show. You know what'll happen? At the finish, this, what's his name?
Cecil Bellamy.
Yeah, that mug there. He'll be trying to take bow, see? You know what'll happen? They'll be yelling, Renault!
Yeah,
Renault!
of course, I'd be featured.
Oh, maybe it'd be smart not to. You know, you
but I'd
should
get
sneak
my
up on
regular
them.
salary. I mean, what Bauman was going to give me.
But you can't think of this as salary. Suppose you only get two... look, I'll tell you what. It's 4:45. I'll run right down to Stengel's office, fix up an appointment to get you to see him before
Hold on.
he leaves.
Wait
Then
a
I'll...
minute. He mustn't think I'm after this part. Make Stengel come to me.
Larry, it isn't done that way. You're the actor.
I'm Larry Renault. I don't go to managers with my hat in my hand. They'd expect me to come for nothing. Comes up here, sees the luxurious...
Larry, look, you know, you don't make things very easy for me, bringing managers to actors. Well, maybe he'll do it as a favor to me. Who knows? You know, I used to be Joe's office boy. Look, how long are you going to be here?
Oh, a long time. I'm not dining till 8.
Well, if I can do it, I'm good. But look, Larry, darling, if he comes up here, you want to watch your step. We can't afford to let this part get away from us.
Max, I must say you've got a funny slant on this whole thing. It's not I that can't afford. It's Stengel can't afford.
Sure. Yeah, well, goodbye. See you
Goodbye,
later.
Max.
Yeah?
Here's a funny thing. I wonder if you could let me have $5 a taxi fare. I didn't get out the bank. I'm going this dinner. What do you think? I've got 17 cents.
Yeah, I see.
Very funny.
But look, I only got enough to get back to the office.
Max.
I'll bring it to you when I come back. When I come back, Larry, everything will be all right when I come back.
Carlotta, dear.
I just popped in. I thought Oliver might be home.
Well, if there's anything I could tell him for you.
No, it's business.
These just came, madame.
Oh, how lovely. Talisman roses, Carlotta.
Exquisite. It's my favorite rose. Aren't you going to read the card? That's more important than the flowers, I always think.
From the Ferncliffs. Lord and Lady Ferncliff. Oh, how thoughtful of them.
Not Stinky. Flowers from Stinky?
Stinky?
Yes, Stinky Ferncliff. All his friends call him Stinky.
Oh, I didn't know you even knew them.
I think of Stinky loosening up for flowers. Why, nobody in London will believe it. Once he dropped a shilling down the grating and he made them dig up Piccadilly to get at it.
How amusing.
Hello, dear.
Hello, darling. Carlotta wants to talk to you, Oliver. I'll be tactful and manage.
What's the matter, Carlotta? Something wrong?
Oliver, Ducky, you won't be cross with Carlotta, will you? I told the man I want to ask you first, but he said it had to be today. There was some sort of meeting, so... Well, and then I got sort of worried about it.
What are you trying to tell me?
Well, Oliver, sweet. Poor Carlotta was so stony broken and was such a chance, so I sold my Jordan stock. I hope you don't mind.
Who'd you sell it to?
His name was, he was really quite a sweet fellow, such a charming manner. The name's right here on the check, Mr. Baldridge, James K. Baldridge.
Baldridge, eh? Somebody bought the Jordan stock from the Satterley sisters this afternoon. Only it was a fellow by the name of Whitestone bought theirs.
Your stock must really be worthwhile if all these people want to buy it. I do hope I haven't caused you any trouble, Oliver.
No.
I'll answer it, dear. It's probably for me. See you later, Carlotta.
No, Oliver, you shouldn't take business so serious.
Smile, dear. Yes? Yes, this is Miss Jordan. Lord Centre's secretary. Yes. Yes. What's that? Oh, but you must be... Oh, but they can't. Oh, but they can't go to Florida. They're coming here to dinner. Oh, but it's not possible. I'm giving the dinner for them.